We have music for crazy Lord. A Mustang built by Lee Lauderback as a tribute to the P-51 Mustang World War II greatest fighter. As Lee climbs for altitude and performs routine systems checks, let me tell you a little bit more about the airplane. The crazy horse is actually a P-51 Mustang, which was the last designation given to the Mustang series. That's the, here he comes, listen to him come screaming down here. That's the Shockwave being towed out right now. We'll have him up in a little while. If you listen to that sound, but imagine having 8 of those things, maybe 4 of these and 4 like Bearcat or Sea Furies coming around the pylons at Reno. That's what it was like last week. What a great sound. Going 5 Gs of vertical, Lee rolls the airplane 306 degrees positions for his first maneuvering pass out in front of the zero. The sky will permit it. He's going to fly a loop. That Shockwave jet truck has been a favorite here for as long as I can remember, since it first hit the air show circuit. And every year we have it back, and I'm glad because it's the most popular act here. There's the high-speed, another high-speed flat pass. Apparently, I don't think he's going to be able to get up into the, I don't know, watching him turn around. He's doing half Cuban eighths or reverse half Cuban eighths to turn around. But I guess he just doesn't feel he has the ceiling to be able to fly these the loops they want to do in the high show. As he comes by this time, I believe he'll fly barrel roll. You can watch him when he pulls up around here from the left side. Here he comes. Hornet is supposed to be flying next. So it'll be interesting to see how Captain Dave Flex modifies his program. We have the room out to the right, but we still have the low clouds around to the left. Lee Lauderback from Orlando is a former chief pilot for Arnold Palmer for like 16 years. Here he is. Here's a barrel roll. He says, yeah, I can do it from this direction. Oh, that's so pretty. Lee is also a sailplane competitor. He's heritage flight designated pilot and was a civilian instructor at Naval Air Station Patuxent River at the test pilot school. He's also an FAA examiner, and he has more than 16,000 hours and 4,000 hours plus in Mustang. And in fact, he was flying this past week in the heritage flight at Reno. You also notice the black and white stripes on the wings of the airplane, and those are the Normandy invasion stripes. The invasion of Normandy the night before was very secret, but all the planes had those stripes painted on the wings, and the gunners on the ships were told that it doesn't have black and white stripes on it like that. Shoot it out of the sky. That barrel roll shows you the vertical capabilities of the Mustang. Many of the adversaries flying aircraft like the CF-109, the Focke-Wulf 190, the Japanese Zero could outturn the Mustang in horizontal, but no aircraft could match the P-51 in the vertical air combat arena. The Mustang was actually designed for the Royal Air Force by North American. Here's a 4-point hesitation as he goes by. The Royal Air Force needed something that was a little faster than their Spitfire, a little more maneuverable, and using the idea of the same basic engine as the Brits were using, North American in 117 days designed and flew the first what became P-51, and the military pilot was flying acceptance on those. It was an Army Air Force pilot, and he called his boss and he said, you know, this airplane they're building for the RAF is a pretty sharp airplane, and we ought to be looking at it. And the Air Force went to North America, went on the production line, took the number 5 production airplane. They just plain took it. They just consider it stolen. And that airplane became the XP-51. It had a sliding canopy on it, same as the P-40. And they went to the bubble canopy shortly thereafter, which you're watching out here flying today. The most common of the airplanes, the P-51D. Those were the most built. But they all had to introduce the super streamlined fuselage, the laminar flow wings, sealed ailerons, and airflow ducting. Nextel is now deploying special discounts. All active military personnel as well as friends and family can get a discount on any Nextel rate plan or phone. Please stop by the Nextel booth here at the air show and they'll be happy to give you complete details. Nextel. Otis Buckmeyer is a proud sponsor of the air show. He's subscribed on the list next to it. They've done a good job of Otis Buckmeyer. Oh, so good. Beautiful over here on the right side, over your right shoulder. There's beautiful blue sky and a few little puffy clouds. And it seems like the crud is all coming out of the north and the west and hanging right over the airport. So Lee is having a great time when he gets off the airport and he comes back and he has to stay under these clouds. There's a tuck under as he rolls left and turns right, and I believe he's going to be coming around preparing to land. Even though over 15,000 Mustangs were produced, only a handful of, maybe 150 of these magnificent airplanes are still flying or on static display today, and those on static are being picked up and made able to fly. If you ever dreamed of flying a P-51 Mustang, please check out the website at stallion51.com. Stallion51.com, or come by and visit us at the airplane for more information. And Lee is setting up to land out here. I'd like to take this time to thank you for allowing Lee and his crew the pleasure of taking you back in time with the North American P-51 Mustang ruled the skies. What a beautiful airplane. And what a great sound, huh? Well, ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to introduce you this afternoon's Canadian Forces CF Hornet flying demonstration, CF-18 Hornet flying demonstration. Flying a Hornet today, Captain Steve Super Dave Plentz of Vancouver, BC. Dave is presently a combat-ready CF-18 pilot with 425 tactical fighter squadrons at Bagotville, Quebec. He's been flying for 10 years, has logged more than 1,300 hours of military jets and over 800 in the CF-18. And we're getting ready to launch him out here right now. The Hornet's twin General Electric F404 turbofans produce 32,000 pounds of thrust.